Welcome back to the shop, everybody. Long time no see. Gonna do a little bit of work today. I may actually glue a panel onto the chassis. I know, amazing. I've got, you can see this giant pile of panels here. I've got all of the panels cut out of the second full lamination. So that's basically all of the interior from bulkhead, all inner fenders, like all that stuff. So I've been going around and putting, I know you guys have seen a lot of these holes, but I put holes in everything else. I put a brace angle, sheet metal angle down here to hold the rear bulkhead. I also coated this slide out area with this elastomeric stuff that I put on the Solar Flex. Same stuff I put on the layout table to seal the top of that, just to slight bit of sound deadening and just to cover the raw steel up. There's a weird effect though. There's a tiny bit of surface rust on it, and I just figured it'd be fine to put this roof coating over it, but you can see it's kind of leached through in a couple spots. But the more coats I put on, the better it gets. So another couple more coats and it should be completely white, which will be nice. And it's actually kind of self-leveling and is fairly smooth, so that'll be nice. And it'll make it nice and bright inside there so I can see what's going on. Anyway, so here's some sheet metal angle work. So I've got holes drilled and stuff. This is the rear bulkhead that goes behind the fender wells. So I'm going to start gluing some of this stuff on today, and then hopefully glue this panel into the trailer. So I am using, let me show you my Cox. This is my Cox brand sausage pack gun that takes these sausage packs, and this is the exact same stuff that Styromax in Australia uses on theirs, so I figure it probably should work pretty good. It's Terracin, it's called Terrastat MS939 in Australia. Here it's called Terracin, and it took me a long time to find this stuff, and it's not cheap. It's I think the Sikaflex 252 that I was going to use was like 12 bucks a tube, and this stuff is more than that. I'll put a number up on the screen to tell you what the case is and what it is per sausage, but it's supposed to be the bee's knees. So anyway, I'm going to give this a shot and see if I can make a mess. So here goes nothing. Alright guys, first panel glued to the chassis. Not too bad. I had to turn the camera off and rage quit real quick because that Harbor Freight piece of garbage rivet gun kept jamming up, so I shut the camera off so that I could kick it across the creek and show it who was boss. So this turned out not too bad, I don't think. The old Cox caulk gun worked pretty good, and this is all feels pretty rigid, and the stuff's not even set up yet. So you can see I did one across the back there too. Yeah, we'll see. I'll give this 24 hours and check it and see how it's going. But I'm just going to continue on tomorrow. This is all I got time for today. But inner fenders next, the uprights here, and then those will get angles in the corner here and across the top on the inside. Be basically this same thing, just on the inside of the fender well. And then I actually have to make a piece. I didn't have enough room to cut the small piece out for here for the front of the fender well, so I'm going to have to actually make one of those. I might have enough scrap panels I could maybe glue two together or something, but I kind of want to make it one piece, so I may laminate a small panel for that. But yeah, so next step is the rest of the inner fenders, so hopefully tomorrow I can work on that stuff. Perfecto. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see this on the camera or not, but hopefully I can get it in the glare at some point. But right about here, it appears to be what my good friend George said was an air pocket or an air bubble underneath the skin. And George, you are absolutely right. That's what's happening. That's why I'm getting, it's not delamination, it's air pockets under the skin. So I'm going to have to roll the skin and make sure the foam is put down like from one side to the other, so there's no air pockets caught below the foam too on the next lamination. So once again, thanks George, I really appreciate you giving me that little tip. Well, and this is what happens when you don't pay attention to what you did yesterday. So apparently I already drilled this panel for the bottom row of pop rivets, and then I decided to re-drill them on this side, or vice versa, one of the two. Anyway, I drilled twice. So these are going to need to be filled with some adhesive probably. You won't be able to really see them. They'll be kind of underneath the bed platform, so it won't be too bad, but oops. There, can't hardly see them, right? That'll be okay. They'll be hidden. Good, how are you?
I'm good. Hi.
Alright, well, that went somewhat smooth. Hopefully that shit sticks and doesn't let go, because I don't know what I'm going to do if it doesn't work, but I think it should. That Terracin 939 is pretty tough stuff, so I think this will work. We'll see when it sets up. So here we go. Fender wells are pretty much done. I just have this front one. I still got to make that panel, like I said before. Got the first piece of trim on. You saw that onto the front edge of that support panel, front end of the fender well. And I've got all that stuff clamped across the top because actually the bottom of that panel was not cut quite square, and the floor probably is crooked too, so there's a little bit of a gap, so I just want to make sure that it was level with the rest of the braces across here so that the bed platform sits nice and level across there. You can kind of see along the bottom edge of that inner fender well piece there that there's some gaps and some things here and there, so this, I probably should have done the floor a little differently in retrospect, but maybe on the next one, right? So anyway, this is looking pretty good. This is it for this weekend, so hopefully the next week or two I can make some more progress and continue on with glue and some panels to this thing. I think I'm gonna go, I gotta make, like I said, I gotta make that fender well part, and then the next thing after that might be the bed platform. And so on the bottom of the bed platform, I gotta take some of these pieces of angle, and I'm gonna do a piece on the bottom side kind of in here to support, and then you can see on the bed platform I've got the access door marked out. I'm not 100% sure I'm going with that shape, but there is going to be an access door there. And once I figure out where that's going to go, then I'm going to run either this or maybe some 1/8 inch aluminum angle front to back across here for strength. The panels are pretty stiff already, but it's not going to hurt to put another like 1x1 angle on a couple spots on the bottom side of that. And then I've got something metal to connect to if I end up needing to put something else in there. And then once the bed platform is on, then I think it's time to laminate the next panel, because having that bed platform is really handy for doing the top skin, laying it there and laminating and doing the top skin. So yeah, that's it for this time. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.